A live look at D.W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports College football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Oklahoma State Cowboys and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Oklahoma State's head coach told me before the game, this is going to be a big challenge today. They have a great team coming in here, but he said, I am confident in our ability to handle that. We've got the best crowd in college football. They make every game a home field advantage. He said, I feel great that the crowd is behind us here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Razorbacks will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. For room, it's Hawkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field though? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Picks up the first down. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Wants to pass. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Smith takes the handoff. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. Makes the catch. It's Pratt. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
And the Razorbacks are facing 3rd and inches. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to pick it up on the ground.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Razorbacks will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
How about that snag, man? Some people need 2 hands to catch the football. He just needs 1. Like, big-time play, catches the ball, and then doesn't fall down. After the catch, still wants to get more yards, get upfield, and create the explosive play. That was a fun play to watch.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Jackson will throw. Bringing the heat. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Hawkins. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Young. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Hauled down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Hawkins. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Green. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Punch it out of the air. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chain.
Got exactly what they wanted. They got the look. They dialed up the play. Everything was going great until they forgot to hold on.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Cowboys trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun. Wide out trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fighting off the defender. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Jackson will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They'll rush to the line. Clock stops with a 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Running inside. It's Smith. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. Got him downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown Razorbacks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Makes the catch, and he's free. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Young. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. He's got it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he will score! Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Jackson will throw. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Auburn Tigers. And it's LSU looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
To the air on first down. Release to the back. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Jackson gonna throw it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Looking to throw again. Fakes to grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the back. Caught by Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Run in the red zone, it's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Jackson will throw. Gets open down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They feed him again, and they're able to get him on the ground.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Off the RPO, complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Maybe some room here. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Reads it, fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Third down play from the gun. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking for space, it's Russell. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB, good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Over the middle, it's Smith. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. On the ground, going for the 1st down with the give to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Russell. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play.
Blue 85. Blue 85. Hey, kill it, kill it.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the Razorbacks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The run inside. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture. And you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
The clock stopped. 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Here we go.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking left. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
That's something as a defense you got to be.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Wants to throw it again. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Touchdown, Cowboys! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The Cowboys vault back on top.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they had to get that extra point to tie it up, and we could be headed to OT. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got his man. Still running at the 40. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellows on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
The Cowboys will take it first in overtime. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
First and goal, Oklahoma State.
And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Big 3rd and goal here in overtime as they try to get a touchdown to take the lead. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Absolute shame. Missed it. Field goal attempt is no good. It is a devastating blow to not come away with points here in overtime.
And that's just not the possession they wanted, man. They just struggled. They couldn't put anything together. They forced the field goal unit on, and then he misses. Now, all the other side needs is a field goal. They get a field goal, and this game's over.
Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. The give is to Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jackson will throw. It's complete on the right side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. 3rd down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
It's good! And they've regained the lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try to field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.